artificial intelligence, the Promethean Flame of 21st century. The technology that is supposed to cure cancer, save the planet from climate change, and finally explain why the script for Game of Thrones Season 8 was approved. But how many of us founders are using the true power of AI when we are planning our marketing efforts? Let's be honest. Most of us use the AI as if we're a big boss and we're giving the job to an unpaid, glorified intern.
Create a caption for me, make this logo for me, draw me a cyberpunk hamster who's fighting against Skynet.
Because we were bored on a Tuesday. But taking my startup from 0 to 5,000 monthly recurring revenue, or as some founders call it, 5K MRR.
Oh wow, 5K MRR.
Woohoo! And I learned some lessons, faced some mistakes. All of that experience of taking the startup from 0 to 5K, and now that I'm going from 5K to 10K, has the secrets that I want to share with you. And I think if you plan your marketing efforts with the true power of AI, you can actually stay ahead of your competition and you can have more control on your marketing budget, and you can understand better when the campaign is over about what could have been done. And that gives you new intel on what to do on the next campaign. If you are a startup founder looking to grow your marketing, planning efforts, and to grow your business, then these 5 videos, including this one, would be a treat for you, because we are going to be talking about different ways that the AI can be used to unleash its true power to help you come up with fantastic plans and execution support. So for the most important plans, I use a 5-step process. If that seems too long to plan, well, I'll just remind you, if we get 6 hours to chop a tree, it's best if we spend the first few to sharpen the axe. And that's what this is all about. So these 5 steps involve load context, ask for gaps, create strategy, do scenario analysis, and create action items. Fair warning, before you start sharing any information, it's best to turn off the privacy control so the data is not shared with the AI that you're using. Now, in this stage, I tell the AI everything except for confidential information and private information. So what's everything? The problem, the objectives, the constraints, my ideal customer profile, North Star metric, product description, competition I want to benchmark, the roles of my team members, the expectations of my clients, my advisors, my team, me, my wife, my sister, but I do not tell it my mother's expectations, because not even the AI's advanced memory can handle that amount of context. Now, second step, prompt. Ask me questions if you have any confusion, see if I have any gaps in my thinking. Usually the AI gives you a few questions, and if you answer them quickly, this part is over. Now we prompt the AI, create a strategic plan to achieve the highest success rate and explain risks and how to mitigate them. Include ideas I may not have mentioned, but they can help improve the rate of success of the project. Show them separately in a new section. And then
send him 2-3 years Dagestan and forget.
Basically, you can relax. The AI is going to give you a detailed answer. And if you are using paid tools, you will get even longer answers. I would definitely suggest you to review the things that the AI has mentioned here. That would be doing yourself a great favor, because the next step is going to use this as a foundational knowledge, because the 4th step is to do scenario planning. So the bigger the goal, the more time I spend on this particular step. It's very simple. It is asking the AI to show you 3 different versions of your plan. Like, what could happen if most optimistic scenario is experienced? What would happen if it's a pessimistic scenario that happens? Or what would happen if it's like a balance of these? But most importantly, what are the assumptions being made behind these scenarios? Because these assumptions that are being made and how they link with the outcome gives you a much clarity behind your original thinking of that marketing campaign, or the problem that you were trying to solve, or the particular ideal customer profile that you were trying to impress, or that one feature of the competition you want to beat. You can really pinpoint a lot of these things once you start seeing the scenario planning. Now, you may be thinking, oh my God, that's a lot of work. You're probably already worried to start this process. But actually, like John Travolta in Saturday Night Fever, you should be dancing, yeah. Because in 2007, when I first started studying marketing, talking about all the steps that I've told you, it would take a few weeks and at least a team of 2, 3, 4, or 5 people, and they would have to work on whiteboards, they would have to work on slow computers or laptops. But today, you're getting all this draft. If you do it just step by step in a focused deep work session, it's probably going to take like 30 to 40 minutes. You can also use an advanced technique where you can analyze multiple scenarios. For example, let's say you have $1,000. You can spend it on organic content creation or paid ads, or you can just sponsor the local community event. You can ask the AI to treat each of these as separate scenarios and then analyze them. And then you can also ask the AI to evaluate it for you. Usually the first 3 options and a combination of those 3 options happen to be the best way to go. At least that's what happened in my experience. It's an ongoing journey. Feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you want more contents like this. Pro tip, you can actually train Claude skills with everything that I just told you. And then all you need to do is plug in key information, and the rest of it is all going to be done in a sequence. Claude skills is the best tool for this right now. If you're interested to know more about this, let me know in the comments. I'll make a separate video on how this can be done. Final step, some action time. All right, this is where we tell the AI, like, hey AI, you gotta create an action plan for me. I gotta have a team of expendables, and we together we gotta go out there. We gonna be like, hoo hoo hoo. The AI is not gonna really understand the Rocky impression that you just did. What will happen is you'll get an action items, and I'm assuming you have given the AI information about your team members' roles. The AI would be able to create a pretty good action plan. There are some gaps always here and there. The action items, before you send it to others or before you have made up your mind, it would be very good to review every single thing and see if it makes sense, because the real intelligence is still here last time I checked. So that's pretty much all for this video. In the next video, we will talk about how you can experiment with different ideal customer profiles with AI to find the best match for you and your startup.